Hi, welcome to Jade Kind Gaming. My name is Adam, here with the 35th session of the Underland Dungeons and Dragons game. We have Ryan as Henwick, we have Bob as Kalidan, we have Austin as Erich, and we have Nick as Jimmy. Last time, y'all fought and spared a Formian, a cursed giant of the Underdark.
Yeah, it was just mean.
Prayed and had the compass point northwest. If your prayer was answered, towards the issue regarding slavery.
It probably was.
You made about 1 day towards that, then turned in 6 days going to Warrenhide.
Yep.
Because they wanted to take a break.
Yeah.
We have a lot of money to spend. We can upgrade equipment.
And so you went somewhere that doesn't have a lot of things to buy.
I wanted to go to the Drow City, but apparently 2 weeks was too long.
But as you arrived, late evening, there were 4 tall, slender, bright-colored tents outside Warrenhide. Guessing some sort of traders. And you basically set up camp for the night. Did you stay out there, or are they just sitting in the cavern without a dome?
Do you guys want me to stay out?
Yeah, no, we should be safe.
Yeah, you can go on.
So
Yeah, if nobody has objections,
you go.
I'd stay out if they asked. If
Yeah.
not, I'll go.
Go home. And you probably just went straight to bed because pretty much everyone would have been.
Yeah.
A few of the guard are awake that acknowledge that your presence, but otherwise, simple enough.
Yeah.
In your dreams, ravens pecking a bit on the side of a rock and up and flirting to another. Sound of stone, but then as it maybe the sixth, maybe the seventh pot it went, it sounds different. It sounds hollow. And you wake up. Early in the morning, you wake up to the sounds of
Drunken sailors.
things being moved and rustled, and as the group of you stir, you notice the tents being packed up by a quartet of Kinku.
Yeah, we got one of those.
Mm-hmm.
And they're rolling tents up, and each of them is carrying sort of a staff with a colored crystal or orb or what may be at the end of it, each different. But
Big glowy sticks. Or are they not glowing?
yeah, the colored orb at the top is light.
Yes, emitting light.
Yeah.
So how much... Do we have extra... Do we have money other than what we have in our personal accounts that had not been split up as of yet?
For party funds?
Yes.
Does Clink react at all to seeing them?
Blink is still sleeping.
Go nudge Clink awake.
Yeah.
Hey, look, other bird people.
Her feathers kind of ruffle.
No, don't care about other bird people. Okay.
Of course not. She's an adventurer at heart.
Mm.
She wants to stay with us.
Rolls her eyes at that.
Somewhere in
Who
the
wants to go and be a
realm of
merchant when
about
there's adventure?
15,000 gold that hasn't been split.
There's adventure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right here.
Yes. As the Kinku are packing up, I will go over and ask, are you traders or...
Merchants?
Yes, merchants. Yes or no?
Yes.
What do you have for sale?
We sell scrolls, finest scrolls.
Hmm.
You do magic, we do magic.
Well, we do magic also. You don't have a rain here for scrolls. May I see your scrolls?
That's pretty good magic.
Mm-hmm.
You kind of, point and like open. They have like a chest, maybe 2.5 to 3 feet wide. So they undo some locks on and flip open, and like it is a magical chest.
Yeah.
You can kind of see just sort of as it goes down, like rolls of scrolls, like on like a side panel amongst the side of it, going down some 15 feet down through the opening of this chest.
Cool. So you don't usually see extra-dimensional spaces not in full form. And by that I mean I've only seen the one type of extra-dimensional space. And bags of holding, where you just throw that in there and hope for the best. So I look at the scrolls to see if I can read the stuff off of them.
I mean, they're kind of like in the box, but I mean, it's sort of the, what are you looking for?
I was just going to see if you had anything I might be interested in, but if not, it'll be good.
Yes, they have things that you can use as scrolls.
Oh yeah, but I was hoping they would actually have a list of things that they had as scrolls. If not, I'm not actually interested in scrolls.
From 0 to 5th level.
Oh.
They have anything you want from 0 to 5th level.
Our wizards in the town.
You might be interested in scrolls if you have some money.
I look
If you
down
would
at
be
my
willing to
rock
wait.
and say, if only someone had a way to send them a
Wait.
message.
And so they'll sort of,
Oh yeah, I do.
pack some things up and just sort of leave it off to the...
Yeah, I was like, you were right. I'll go ahead and use my message
I don't have a way
to...
to call them.
Yeah, they're kind of, as they're wrapping some things up there, and you will wake up to that message. You're in a much more comfortable and less noisy place to sleep, so that's going to be your...
There are a bunch of Kinko out here selling scrolls of, first to 5th circle.
Yeah. Okay, I'll come take a look.
Mm-hmm.
You rush out, or you basically do your getting ready and stuff first, as you have access to all hygiene options and stuff that you don't normally on the road.
Yeah, I go ahead and get ready for the day. And then I'll head out.
He said he is on his way. Oh, well, that's something I will ask. Do they have remove curse?
And Quink will wander over and talk to them a bit as they're waiting.
Do they actually have their own language or just mimicry of other people's voices?
Pretty sure it's just mimicry.
Oh, okay.
They have an interpretive dance.
Do
I think that's part of their curse, isn't it? That they...
Do they have a maximum number of words that they can retain?
No.
Like, I thought it was like 15 or something.
So a Kenku that was like raised around people who talk normally would probably
Talk normally,
be fully fluent.
Mm-hmm. You can read and write Common and Orin, but you can speak only by using your mimicry trait.
Yeah.
But yeah, they
So they have a written language. That is of their
Orin.
own. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's not of their own.
I speak one.
Yeah.
Is Orin just one of the
Yep.
elemental languages? It's air.
Yep. I speak that.
And yeah, they would have that. That's their level.
How much to buy one of those?
And of course, I don't know if you're aware, I'm pretty sure the way scrolls work, you have to have this spell on your list in order to just be able to cast it without concern.
Well, it's on my spell list,
Yeah, okay.
but I don't have it now.
Exactly. That is what you would... Yes, that is what scrolls are best for, is things on your list that you don't know.
I'm pretty sure I have remove curse on my spell list at least. Austin, you have magic there. Can you check warlock spells?
That's not what I'm doing.
I've got it.
No.
Yes, it is on your list.
Yeah.
And 300 gold.
Yeah.
That's a lot of money for a scroll.
If it's 100 per level, that makes sense.
That's steep.
It's not 100 per level, but at that level it does pan out that way.
Oh yeah, curses are not something I can cure with the stick, so...
Nope. In fact, that was what you needed in order to get rid of what he was going through.
Exactly. That's why I thought of it. I buy a remove curse roll.
What are you guys up to?
I don't have any interest in scrolls.
Okay. So what are you up to?
Sit. Drinking.
Eating breakfast.
I'm waiting for Ryan to get here so I can ask him a question about the town.
There's point. See Kenku's off with two of the. You see Quink is off with two of the other Kenku that are out there, and they sort of dart their head in your direction and kind of glare.
Smile.
Glares are hard without lips. I know it's mostly in the eyebrows, but still.
Just
I don't know
looking at
how
your brothers.
expressive eyes are on birds.
Well, I suppose I can go and invite them. Are they interested in an adventure? We're in the middle of a real doozy of one. We could always use more helpers. Clink here is an excellent adventurer. She picked up the skill swiftly and effectively.
Keeper.
What?
think that technically Clink's still a slave.
No.
No,
I let her
been
go.
freed.
Yeah, I freed her weeks ago. Months, maybe?
Yeah.
Months?
Yeah. Been 2.5 months, maybe a little more.
Yeah. I don't keep slaves.
Yeah, she's free to go anytime she wants.
Yeah.
But we keep giving her stuff.
But he did reiterate she's free to go anytime she wants if she chooses to go with other birds.
I'm not against that. I mean, if you want to, you wouldn't have much adventure that way. Which is obviously a major detriment.
Yeah. I'm just overlooking the scrolls. Yep, managed that for a minute.
That's why I offered for you gentlemen to come join us. We're going to do some real good adventuring soon.
Red kind of leans in. Adventure of type.
We are going to go on a holy mission to free slaves.
Keeper.
Well, no, to
and-
free slaves. To unslave.
And to just clarify with them,
De-slave?
they are red, blue, orange, and purple.
So one of them has a raspy voice and wants to know what we're buying.
What are you buying?
What are you selling?
Yeah.
No.
I'll buy that at a high price.
What colors are those?
Red, blue, orange, and purple.
Yeah, that's turning into reading turtles.
He's not wrong.
Yeah, and it's not a surprise that Raph's the one that's being all rude over here.
That's a party dude.
Oh, he's rude.
Yeah, he's cool but rude.
Yeah. Orange is a party dude.
Most excellent.
So, you guys want to join us?
You guys want to join us?
No, I'm going a different direction.
No, I'm going a different direction.
Make your own choice. Some people just aren't cut out for it.
Turns to Quink. Make your own choice. Some people just aren't cut out for it. Adding an extra space in between your own words.
I look down at my thing and I go, well, Clink is free to go wherever she wishes. She might be happier without having to deal with adventure.
I don't know.
Pat Clink on the back and walk off. Seeing how they don't
Considering how many dead merchants we've seen, she'd probably find just as much adventure with them as with us. And that's true. If you're more into the combat style adventure, maybe go with them. Probably fend off some bandits. It's always a good story.
Get killed by astral spiders.
I don't think Clink was there for that one, was she?
I think so. That's early enough.
No, she wouldn't be.
No.
Because you didn't have extra companions at that point. Because at that point, that's what somebody was before on your way towards the Lady in the Lake, and she wanted everyone to bathe in her waters.
Oh.
So if there were more of you there, there would have been more of you.
Because remember, once we had Clink, we also had Uncle.
Yeah. You bought them both at the same place.
Yep.
You getting ready there? Unless you have anything you do, you can head out to...
I can show up now.
And the only thing that we're selling was scrolls.
Yeah.
Alright. And,
You
you
can technically use scrolls.
Kalidan wanted to ask me something?
Yeah. I wonder if there's someone who can enchant the armor to be able to appear on me when I call for it, as opposed to having to don it. However,
is there anybody who does magical enchantment within my town?
the bigger problem is 5e does not have that enchantment.
Nope.
Also, it doesn't really have things for enchanting enchanted items either.
It does have to dispel Guardian armor, which would not help you.
As far as we know in Warrenhide, you can buy normal gear. Many potions are available. But beyond that, there's not much unless you basically convince someone to part with a personal possession. There isn't much in the way of enchanted, there's not really
Yeah,
like an
so we
enchanted
should have gone to
thing.
the Drow City, like I said.
Don't worry, we'll take care of that.
I was looking at Pathfinder. Pathfinder has a spell for that.
Okay, I go ahead.
Or you just throw your armor at the mage.
Throw your armor at the ally, yeah.
I thought it was specifically an offensive spell to throw your armor at the enemy mage.
Still negates harmless.
Oh, okay.
Except not when you throw it at the mage.
Go ahead and approach the Kenku.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and I'll go ahead and ask: do you guys sell just scrolls, or do you have components as well?
Scrolls, merchants of scrolls.
No components.
Well, that would seem to be the case if they're just merchants of scrolls. I say
Components?
offhand,
What merchant components?
Would you have a statue of ivory that you could give me?
Scrolls, just scrolls.
Okay. Anyway, so Featherfall.
Oh, as far as scrolls, if it is level, you can just let me know.
Okay.
Yeah, just let me know what level, and I can tell you the price from that. Because, yeah, up to 5th level, they have all of them. There are a few they have beyond that, but I will just roll a...
They've got higher than 5th level spells.
there
would be there's a percent chance.
Okay.
But for the most part, up to 5th is what they have, basically. I can't do that. Not at all.
Could you see if they have the spell Scatter?
And what level is that?
6.
What does it do?
Allows me to teleport a group a short distance.
So you and your party scatter from the combat field?
Yeah, it's a retreat spell. Everybody get out.
They do not.
Okay. Do they have Globe of Invulnerability?
And what was that?
6.
6? That they do. But I have to look up the price. Because I didn't actually... Although you will probably not like the price.
Okay.
Because they are exponentially higher as they go up. They're also significantly lower as they go down. So
Did scrolls used to be for the way non-magical person to be casting?
No.
Yeah, they were always for just extra slots for already mages.
Use Magic Device lets you do it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you could UMD if you were.
Otherwise, you need an item.
It would be 13,000 for that one.
Okay.
That's kind of expensive.
Not expensive.
Level 1 spells?
Level 1 spells are 45 gold.
Okay. Level 2 spells?
100,
Okay. Level 3?
300,
4?
2,000,
Woo, that's
Five.
a jump.
5 or 8,000. And by the way, cantrips are 10 gold each. So if there's just a cantrip you just want to have a couple of, it's not that bad for.
Like a scroll.
Yeah, you can get a scroll of a cantrip. You cannot copy that into your book, but you can have a scroll and one-time use of some cantrips if you need it.
Spending money on cantrips.
Yeah.
I don't know if I actually need anything, and if I really need to, I'll attune to the hat.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
You have the hat. That is a good point.
Right. Okay. So. Yeah, 5 was 8,000.
Mm-hmm.
Man.
So did you roll for just the scroll merchant and I got unlucky, or were you planning on me not being able to spend money?
I worked really hard to make sure this couldn't be too much shopping in this session.
Or us being here for a week while you get something enchanted.
Oh, there were no enchanters here, no. So, the enchanters don't tend to run on the roads, and no, this was never a place of enchantment.
Alright, let's see.
Do you have access to spells above your level
No.
for scrolls? As in, I'm a bard. Do I get access to the entire bard list?
I feel like it. If a spell is on your casted spell list but a higher level than you could normally cast, you must make an ability check using your spellcasting ability to determine whether you cast it successfully. The DC equaling 10 plus the spell's level. On a failed check, the spell disappears from the scroll with no other effect. So there isn't a check for it, and it will waste your money if not. But technically you can make attempts to cast them.
Okay. Not going to be able to afford those more expensive ones, so taking those off.
How far away are you from being able to class 6 level spells?
I'm able to.
Oh,
We're 11 now.
I haven't played a caster in 5e.
That's a
Oh, yeah.
caster in 3.5.
Yeah.
You played a druid.
I haven't been able to cast either
Half
of my 6
mine's
level
one.
spells yet.
Druids aren't full progression to casters.
Yes, they are.
Yeah, they are.
Oh, I didn't look at the druid spell list because druids are lame. Except they're
They
good.
get control weather,
They're
which is
good.
something I wish I had
They're good at shapeshifting.
as a sorcerer of the storm.
Yeah, I don't think I would ever play a druid as a caster.
Well, that's what I'm
They
doing
get
right
some
now.
good spells.
I get some okay spells.
They
I
get some
like-
good spells.
I like Thornwhip. Thornwhip's a great cantrip.
It is very short range, is its problem.
Yeah, but it gives you mobility control as a cantrip.
Bam.
No, druids have a fine spell list. Yeah, especially when you compare them to some of the other people who, other full cast spell lists.
They just are a lot more control than Bang.
Well, yeah.
Which is super freaking useful, as Ryan demonstrates pretty
Yeah.
much every time he plays a caster. I don't think you've played many boom casters in a while.
I play a lot of summoners. But yeah, I don't play
Because-
a lot of boom casters.
Because summons more numbers equal better results.
It's got a lot of versatility to it. Yeah, we're gonna have to break down party funds for me to afford the scrolls. So I can go ahead and hand out money now if people want to.
If you need more money, you can just pay me back later next time, because we're not going to be able to go to a city where I can actually spend any money.
In other words, document on your end money you have for him.
Yeah, because if we get $37.50, 15 by 4.
Well, just from the gold that we're getting 3,500,
Math is hard.
which the gold alone will cover me. So my own cut will cover what I.
Well, you just need to split it up.
Yeah, I just need to split it up in order to actually cash out in order to buy this gold.
Yeah.
I don't know. Do people want their money now?
Well, yeah.
I can write it down on my sheet, it's fine.
Okay.
So 3,500.
For gold it's 3,500.
That's a lot of money. Did we get platinum and our other stuff too, or?
Yes.
Oh, that's why.
So 3,500 gold, 2,250 copper. Or no, that's silver. 2,250 silver. Uh, 425 platinum pieces.
Oh, yeah, you got plenty of money.
Yeah, and no copper, no iron pieces.
How much platinum?
425.
Yeah, so you really need to go to a town and get rid of all this money.
Think is
I don't know.
off to the side,
looking at
talking
my-
with the three that aren't currently selling to you.
And there was no copper?
No copper. No copper, no iron.
Or Electrum.
Or, yeah.
Or electrum. Is that a thing still?
I believe you... Did you cover that up and put in there for your iron pieces?
Yes. Yes, I did. I completely redid the money table because I did not like the money table.
Oh yeah, money in your mind goes from top to bottom.
Money in everyone's mind goes from top to bottom, or they're wrong. Platinum being at the bottom is super weird. In Electrum we don't get, so there's no point in holding on to it. And if you give us some just to annoy me, I'm going to trade it to one of them for their gold without their knowledge or consent.
Okay, so I buy Fred the Paul, Unseen Servant, Tensor's Floating Disc, Mirror Image, Hypnotic Pattern, Water Breathing, Everard's Black Tentacles, Greater Invisibility, Dimension Door, and Thunderstep.
Now, are those for casting or hopes and copying?
Everything into the book.
Remember, you have to make a check for each.
Yeah.
Unless you do it at the guild, isn't there a way to do it at the guild where there's no fail chance?
Not for spells that he has from other places.
Oh,
no.
right, because it was.
But he can do it without having to expend money there, because he has. If he's at the guild, he has access to the.
So
I don't know.
Yeah.
Would you feel that would be too powerful for a feat? Expert scroll copier?
I think it'd be way too weak and
Yeah.
worthless to put. That's.
No, just
So
throw a
what
stat
is the
on it.
check for copying?
Wizard.
Oh yeah, because technically only you can do it, so it's part of your class.
Yeah.
Want to be before schools?
Yeah, but I want to read Savant. Okay, that doesn't increase your chance. It's just.
Arcana check equal to 10 plus the stealth level. Okay.
Yeah, I feel at this point you probably have pretty good odds.
Plus 9?
If I can take 10, then I could do it for everything.
There is no take 10 in 5th edition.
Yeah.
Okay.
We can make a decision on that when you're if you wait until while you're out on the road,
Mm-hmm.
or if you're trying to do it in a rush time, definitely not.
No.
I feel like you have a time scale right now.
No, I'll wait until we get to a guild.
Okay.
Then me and Jimmy can do it.
Buying more?
How am I helpful?
Enhance ability.
Oh, yeah.
Buying more?
Nope. That's all.
And they'll start packing things up, and what is actually like the way they've accessed the door when it's like there are several like rows of like leather bindings that these are on that are like almost like a few like file cabinet kind of things that slide through the drawer that they can just pull this whole leather thing of scrolls out and then just let it sink back down into the extra dimensional space, and they close and reseal, and that one sort of moves that up onto what is sort of like a hand cart thing that is made and based on the poles for the floor tents that they have. So the tents fold up into like the cart that it goes on. Sort of talks to Clink a little bit. He walks over to the group of you and is pushing through deeper into her bag of feed that you've seen before until she pulls out a small lead box. And she opens it.
I didn't give her that.
You didn't give her that. You also never looked through her feed.
No.
I once bought her more feed.
Yeah, you did.
We've given her stuff.
And she
She
opens
has
it up,
nice
and there's
armor.
yeah, she has nice clothes. She has some nice things. She pulls through, and there's some gems and rings and other just little odds and
Is
ends
it a
and bits.
big box?
It's say 6 inches by 2 by about 3.
Oh, okay. So not tiny.
Well, not tiny. Yeah, she sort of unlatches the thing and opens that up. And she sort of moves through some things in there, and she takes out an emerald, and she holds it out and puts it into your hand. And then she takes out a ring. She closes the box and she puts it in there. She comes and she gives you a hug.
I hug her back.
And she gives you a ring. It's,
I'm sure these are ravens and not magpies.
it's sort of a gold ring. It has settings for the once held gems. Only one of them has a little diamond remaining in it.
Is it a ring of wish?
You don't know.
A ring of one wishes.
I wonder what it is.
You adventure.
Yes. As I do.
Goodbye.
Safe travels to you, Clink.
May your roads ever be open.
Do you know how Ash Ketchum feels now? You let go of your Pokemon?
He doesn't have all the good spells, man. I'm not tossing out Butterfrees here. This is like a Tauros.
Let's be fair. It was a bug Pokemon. All their stats fall off hard late game for their early evolutions.
Status effects, man. That's the only reason you bring bug Pokemon. But unless you're... No, you don't even use bug Pokemon because you take Bulbasaur, so he can drop all the status effects on things for you.
Mm-hmm. It's like, bug, no, plant if you want status effects.
Charmander best.
No, Bulbasaur's objectively better.
Oh, yeah, stat-wise, but it's a freaking dragon, man. Even if it's not a dragon.
No, he's very short. You have to remember Charmander's only Charizard's only 6 feet tall.
Oh, yeah.
And so they set off with the cart.
Alright. So, no enchanting. Okay, I go back into town. I tell the elders about the Formian that's running around that was found adjacent to some dead bodies of unknown Smurf Neblin, and that to be wary of it and to contact us if it ends up causing trouble around here.
I would have also told you to tell them about the impending war to free slaves and stuff.
Before you leave, Ryan, can you tell me what the ring does?
We'll find out tonight.
Yeah, but if it's a wish ring, I can use it to fix my uncle, which would mean we'd have to come back. So if you take care of it now, then you can get my uncle, bring him out here. I can use the wish ring, heal him so he gets his legs and limbs back.
Okay, just
Uncle Argyle, you got no legs.
identify it.
Yeah, it's a ring of wish.
Okay.
Can you bring my uncle out here? Can wish do that?
That would
I didn't bother looking up before giving it to you. I just gave it to you. I did not think that hard. I just gave it to you.
I'm sure it's like...
Regeneration's a some level spell. No, give them those limbs back.
And Wish can do some stuff besides that. But
Wish object up to 25,000 gold in value. It's into magic item.
I just had 25,000 gold. Yeah, we definitely gotta go to a store.
Up to 20 creatures regain all hit points, and all effects described on Greater Restoration. Up to 10 creatures you see resistance to damage check. You grant up to 10 creatures that you see resistance to a damage type you choose. There is no time period on that. That is just giving you guys permanent damage resistance of a type.
Oh, yeah.
10 creatures you see immunity to a single spell or magic effect for 8 hours. Undo a single recent event by forcing a reroll of any roll made within the last round. Yeah, basically any 8th level or lower spell, so...
It's too bad after those limbs regenerate, he's going to have months and months of physical therapy where I can't possibly take him out of the Underdark until the campaign's finished.
Thank you.
I was...
Regenerate, targets severed body members, fingers, legs, tails, and so on, if any, are restored after 2 minutes, or instantly if they have the parts. So yeah, 2 minutes of growing it back.
Yeah, it's too bad he's just going to have all that physical therapy.
I think you'd feel a lot better knowing that he's on the mend, though.
Yeah, seeing how...
Well, you've also told him explicitly he's no longer good in the head, so it doesn't really matter.
What? He never said that.
Yeah, yes.
I'll just have to find another wish ring.
Let's just fix your post-traumatic stress disorder with magic.
How do you do it? There's no psychiatrist.
There probably are.
Oh, really? Then why is my character still screwed up after all these years?
Why don't you just wish, specifically to have Uncle Argyle go back to peak condition?
I don't know if that will be allowed.
Why not?
Because what spell
then-
is that?
Wish.
What spell is that?
Miracle.
Wish.
It's miracle.
Oh,
But Miracle doesn't exist
Wish
anymore.
can do DM fiat effects. It's just whether or not you allow it.
You know?
Miracle's gone now?
Adam, you could still make it where his mind's fixed, but I still have to stay in the campaign because he has to do the physical recuperation. That just takes however long the campaign takes.
You might be able to achieve something beyond the scope of the above example. State your wish to the DM as precisely as possible.
Monkey paw that. Real good.
The greater the wish, the greater the likelihood that something goes wrong. That spell might simply fail. Might be only partially achieved.
Nah, I want Argyle safe
yeah.
and restored and not in the Underdark.
Then I would leave.
That is so obvious an exploit, it can't go bad.
It might simply fail. That's what GM doesn't want that to happen?
I'll just teleport them to a volcano.
So yeah, just make his mind fine, but his limbs need time to strengthen.
Yeah. I wish Uncle Argyle was whole.
Don't wish for that.
Well, yeah, you wouldn't do that to Freedy, but...
Maybe you can just do it where the wording is weird.
Oh, you always can throw a tagline on the end of the wish saying something exactly the way that I would like it to happen.
Yes, but then my character would leave the campaign. We're trying to avoid my character leaving the campaign.
No, just the wish is granted exactly the way that I would like
his
it to happen.
actual wish is Uncle Argyle whole, full body, prime. The drawback is he still needs months of physical
I
therapy.
feel like the way I would word it is his body.
You can just try things, and you can find out what happens. You don't have to figure. You're not going to get to figure out until you've tried it.
Yeah, I figure the
Well,
way...
if he tries it and fails, isn't the wish gone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, I really wish I would be able to speak without people immediately interrupting me. The way I figured I'd word it is his mind healed and his body restored, which would restore his body to working function, but still require physical therapy. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're going to do that.
I sent you in there to get an Argyle.
Okay.
Unless they want to see a Ring of Wish used, in which case I could totally go in the town. I mean, just for fun.
Okay. Well.
Although, if you tell her, Webby would love to see that happen.
Yeah, I'm going to go about the town for a little bit just to talk to people.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to tell people about the giant, tell them about the war that's coming. Is there anywhere in the town that I can buy what I would need for the remainder of the ivory gem statue for my material component?
Also,
Yeah.
why didn't you take the
Okay.
teeth out of that giant lizard thing we killed?
Giant lizard thing that we killed.
Yeah.
The
That was a
bear?
question.
Yeah, bear.
I did.
Oh.
Yeah, no, I took its scales and a bunch of stuff off of that dead thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll go ahead and get that. Do I get any discount for having some of my own ivory?
Yeah, I don't think they can glue it onto it.
What is the actual wording for what you need as far as the...
Oh. A statuette of yourself carved from ivory decorated with gems at least worth 1,500.
Yeah, basically... and it has to be carved of yourself, which basically means that it's going to take time to make.
That's what it looks like. If they have the
But otherwise, yeah, you can basically get about 200 off for what you've collected.
Okay.
It's not exactly the kind of thing that they're able to necessarily work into the statue itself, so much as this will let me do some other things. Sure, I'll let that be a trade-in for it. That is one of the materials I work with, so
Okay.
I can do all these necklace things with that like I normally do. Sure.
Alright. So...
What does that spell?
contingency.
Hey, here's a little statue of me casting the spell when these things happen. Welcome to I'm no longer in danger.
I go ahead and ask somebody if they would like me to cast any illusions around the town for additional protection. I had a suggestion if they were interested.
Are your illusions something permanent?
Yes. Major image, once you get a 6th level spell slot, can be made permanent.
With just like a single cast?
Yes.
That is the thing of casting it in that 6th level slot. Permanency.
Neat.
I mean, if you're ready to
Just
leave your
graffiti.
mark on the town, what it...
Paint it red.
Well, I'm asking like town elders if they want me to set anything up.
I mean, did you have something in mind?
I had a
You know that, like, literally, like, from the town...
You are
like,
now the highest level?
Well, no. Well, actually not. But the idea with the town is that, like, the reason that there are the various different things that it has, protections that it has, is people that have left things for future generations that have done it. Like, that's why you have the wind tunnel. That's why you have the thunder weasels. That's why
Okay.
you have the teleportation stone. You have...
One of the ones that I wanted to throw out as a suggestion is the entrance where the tunnel is. Casting the illusion to make it look like there's essentially, you know how we went to that one drow town that shot at me?
Mm-hmm.
I was going to essentially do something similar to that, where we have like a crenellated fortress in the stone wall that has a bunch of gnomes with like ballistas trained on the entrance. So it looks like they have essentially like a garrison protecting the outskirts of the town.
Like something like inside, so like when they look up in the wall.
Yeah. So it's like whatever they're.
They'll discuss a bit about the spell, and it's basically, it looks like it can be easily dispelled.
It can be.
Yeah. Their comment is sort of well, with that, we will make our decision later, but if you want to do that, the few of us that are here right now, sure.
Okay.
It's like, if we don't like it, we can always
Yeah,
get rid of it.
It's like, we don't, it's sort of usually with something like that, permanent adjustment, it's the non-curve law. It's like, it's something relatively simple, and we can wash it away if it causes more problem than good. If it keeps us from, merchant relations or things, we can, there are people here that can get rid of it. But as far as general protection, doesn't hurt if they think that we've worked up our defense.
Because either that or I could create whatever, like a illusionary wall over one of the tunnels, perhaps, or I could have it where it looks like there's like I craft an illusion of a like a dragon or some other dangerous beast, so people don't come in from one particular way.
There are
trade.
there are 3 entrances, and one of them is just basically very well hidden. The other, you have to be a Smurfnevolin in order for it to work for you. And then this is the front entrance. Neither of the other 2 are much.
Okay.
No, it's like, one of them is basically, you have to be your race. The other is one way. And then this one is the front door where they want traders to be able to come.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. So, if they come up with a better suggestion or want me to do something in the future, I offer it.
Yeah, it seems like a very simple thing for each to...
I now have the ability to cast Teleport Circle. Does anybody want that, to copy that down so they also have access to it in case we either need to come back or for their own purposes?
In order to copy it down, do they have to be of a level that they can...
They would have to be a high enough level, or they would need to give me a grimoire and I'd be able to copy it down in half the time.
Okay. Probably at this point, yes. You'll probably just have someone that'll copy that, let you copy it down for them.
Yeah.
Doesn't that still take 8 hours?
No.
No.
It takes the level spell, so it'd take 5 hours for me to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's half when I'm essentially scribing something from my own book.
They still have to worry out later, but basically, yeah.
That's fine.
So,
Probably just, whatever, copy it. Yeah.
so we're going to sit here and wait for Argyle to come out for...
Do you bother to send Argyle out while you're doing that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Say, if anything's going to take, like,
Well,
outside of talking, I'll deal with
Yeah.
Argyle first and then do that later.
But yeah, you have Furbolg leading Argyle out, strapped to the Shield Guardian.
Is his fiance with him?
No. She's back with
Does
him.
that mean we
for
get the
stock
Shield
operating.
Guardian back now?
She wants to go, I'll tell her
Yeah,
about
she'll
it.
just, no, if you're going to be in here right on this, she'll stay with you.
Okay.
She doesn't see you that often.
Not since I've been
She's
out.
prying some questions. Anything else? Find where the key goes. Any new leads?
And
Ask her if she wants to go on an adventure.
And it's like, I'm going to ask her if she would...
It's a great date. Women love it.
I was going to ask her if she could get us some Speak with Dead potions. We've run across a couple situations where they would have been really handy.
Now, do you pour it on the corpse or do you drink it?
We've already seen how it works. You pour it into the mouth of the corpse.
Yeah, she'll get you 2 of those.
Oh, thank you.
Did we do that to the one?
We did it to the criminal.
Drow?
We did it to the criminal that became no arms.
Oh, okay. I thought it was to the drow we murdered with the shield golem.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, that was
Same one.
same guy.
Oh,
Yeah, that was him. He traveled with you all the time.
He got his face melted by electricity.
yeah. I don't remember him losing his arm. I thought no arms was from
Oh,
the pit.
he was the guy who died before we got no arms.
Oh, he was the one just taking the fireball after fireball.
Yeah,
from
he was the
front.
one. He was the one Greenslot killed.
Mm-hmm. Greenslot, I can't kill any of these actual people. I'll take down your zombie.
No, not Bandit Man.
Yeah.
Hang out.
And in instant, yeah, you definitely in some brief moment there. You get the feeling that as far as mentally, he's already in a better spot.
Oh,
He's as far as...
before I do it, I totally send a perhaps to the dwarf lady.
What?
I don't know if it helps, but my character is trying to stop being crazy.
Does it help? Yeah, of course it helps. Praying to gods always helps.
Because it's a telephone.
Yeah, you have to pick that up.
And also, telephone to a saint, not to God.
It's like, okay, so you're playing relay.
I don't really think that he knows that she's not a god, though.
Yeah,
No idea.
You pass this on for me, just pass it
You
on.
lived in the church for like a week.
Yeah, I had work to do.
I lived there too. I didn't spend any time with the actual religion.
He did.
Yeah.
Alright. So his mind's better,
He's already seeming to be of his faculties.
and the limbs?
They're all... that's not so good.
Are they there just weak?
No, his limbs are not... No, and you haven't cast the spell yet.
Oh, okay.
No, when he comes out, he... Just after the months of time and not being in a hole, his brain is already basically coming back. He's already in a better spot mentally than he was after...
His PTSD.
I cast the wish to have his mind healed and his body restored.
Yeah. And it'll take
2
a couple of minutes, and limbs are growing out, and as they start to grow, and he's all impressed, and the Furbolg will help untie him from his... sort of lower him down as he's... gathering that, and he tries to get up and falls back down. But they're there.
And he can obviously move them. And
Yeah.
Walk over, look at his legs. They're clearly lacking muscle.
Yeah, they're just like...
I kind of say to my stone, well, he's going to have to work on that, I suppose.
Oh, and the final gem disappeared for future note. It's no longer magical.
Uncle Argyle, it's good to see that you've been returned whole. We'll have to get you some slugs to put down some weight.
Quite a lot of them.
Yes.
I was going to go, you stay and heal.
You don't think they'll mind now that I've...
I was gonna say, this is like, he has the arms and legs back. He can't stay here no more.
If not, then we definitely have to go to the dwarf town.
It's like, you've been in good behavior since you've arrived. I think...
He kind of looks up at the thing that's been walking around and looks back and chuckles.
I asked the Furbolg, you'd still be willing to house him, wouldn't you?
Of course.
I think you should be good.
Yeah.
Not, you gotta go.
And
He could always join us on an adventure.
Oh, no.
Family adventures are great.
No, we would be going to the dwarven town, and I'd be putting him in the church.
And then from there, there's someone that enchants, so you then have to wait for something to be enchanted. Yeah, it's a whole mess of things.
Yeah, so it's totally fine. Let's go there.
Nope.
And then Ryan
But
goes
he'll,
back
but
to
while you go copy things down, he'll hang out and he'll enjoy some time talking to you. And the Furbolg sort of sits down on the ground, and he's kind of...
I cast Major Image.
He's a little wary looking down the different passages as things go, but otherwise...
Yeah, talk about how when we get back we'll be starting up the blacksmith. Because that's what I've been working on.
Sort of making comments of, don't know if I'd be much good to that, but we'll see what comes of time.
Okay, you'll find a way to get your muscle back.
And now, a whole bunch of gnomes with crossbows.
Yeah. Well, they're all inside. You'd have to look up past the wind to...
You guys know what builds good muscle, don't you?
Is it an adventure?
It's an adventure.
You're a little too predictable.
We've been here like 6 hours.
Yes.
So you copy that over for someone
Yeah.
to work on. Do you do anything else?
I don't know, with your share, can you just dump enough money here to get a teleportation circle?
It takes a year.
No.
Well, yeah, that too.
No, that's why I'm giving them the spell. They can collect the material components and
Start working on it.
working on it, and we'll be able to contact somebody if we want to teleport back here now, if they're able to cast it.
So, why do you need all that silver?
The silver?
Yeah, you have 500 gold worth of silver.
Oh, that, it's just for material components.
A lot of stuff just wants silver.
Oh.
You could make like 4 things of holy water with it. No, 8.
No, I don't have...
Well, you couldn't, but
I can't.
a cleric could.
Yes.
25 gold worth of silver just packed into a little vial. Because
What are you
I
doing over
still
that
love
time?
the idea that holy water is
Checking out
2
your gem?
pounds of silver in a vial.
You got enough for a short rest, at least.
Oh, are they really going to waste this much time?
Yeah.
Then yeah, I'll take a look at what Clink left me.
It's no mental gem.
Sit here and be like, come on, guys, what the... Fine.
Yeah, it was just like, we came sitting against the wall, we came to a town, what did you expect?
You can use an action to break the gem and summon a water elemental as if you would cast the conjure elemental spell.
One-time use.
Yeah, it's a one-time use.
It's a water elemental?
Yep.
That's nice.
To me, it would have been nice if it was lightning elemental.
We don't have those. Injustice of all injustices.
It could have been a
I mean,
sharpness elemental.
to be fair,
Does wind have lightning?
we do technically kind of have a lightning elemental now.
Ravnica stuff?
Yeah, flux charger.
Yeah, so
It is a lightning, fire, and smoke elemental.
So,
That is not what the gem is for.
can I use this time, whilst talking to Uncle, to put the edges back on my hand axe and battle axe?
No. You don't have the tools here to do that.
I have smithing tools.
Yes, you do.
you do not have a
You do not have
forge.
forge.
It's only a 5th level spell. I just throw those around now.
What?
5th level spells.
Well,
Conjure
yeah.
elemental.
Yeah, that's what conjure elemental is.
I guess I don't have to concentrate on it. That's kind of nice.
Hmm.
I could use it to put out a fire. I've ran into some fires before. Really could have used the water elemental then.
I'm sad. I don't know why Clink didn't like me enough to give me stuff. I thought that was nice.
You get playing your damn harmonica.
Yeah, I think besides Erich, I was the one who hung out with Clink the most.
You did.
And you get nothing.
You got nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing except memories of her companionship.
Yeah.
I guess friendship's
She
not-
probably would have said bye to you. I mean,
Well, yeah,
I
she said
glossed over
bye
that.
to-
Yeah.
Yeah, she said bye to everyone. But
Yeah. I glossed over that as the not giving out presents, but yeah.
Yeah, good for her. She's
No,
off
there was
on
a specific reason she did both of what she did. She felt she owed him something, and she felt he needed something.
Oh,
You seem fine.
yeah. True enough. I'm not mentally broken.
Well, hearing voices, talking to a sword.
Not mentally broken. This is world magic where that's all explainable and completely real.
Yeah.
You copy it over, and anything else after that?
I come back out, and I'm like, okay, guys, take a look at the compass. If you move it around, it's not wiggling.
No.
No,
Okay.
we left off the path.
Yeah, we
ways.
completely veered.
Okay, so we know what direction it is, but we don't know how far it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty close. Before we left to come here, we were pretty close.
No, we're not.
We were.
No, we're
No,
not.
you aren't.
I think we were.
No, we're not.
It wasn't moving then either.
I doubled down. Eric claims that we were pretty close.
Okay, Eric doesn't know what he's talking about. I
Because
know.
Eric don't know math.
And it's like, but
I'm the one with the compass. I know what I'm talking about.
But whatever. My suggestion is that I have whatever the ability to teleport to 2 locations that might be closer to it, and I want to see what those locations are.
Is one of them a town?
No, he has no idea. They're random locations he just got
One
inside.
of them is a town, but
I mean, I approve of this, but I like to point out how upset that we went through all the trouble of me changing the compass, and we're not even doing it now.
Well, we are doing it, but we're just trying to see if we can get closer.
We could just walk there and just follow the compass.
Let's try the town.
Intermissions are bad for the story.
Yeah,
I'll run with whatever one you guys want to do.
let's try the town.
Bob's not happy with a single hour of towning. We need another 2 episodes.
Yeah, and it's like,
Well, in my defense, I have all this money.
I know, there's a lot of money.
And I bet they have a forge I can
come
borrow,
on,
so I can put the
I've
egg
got
back on
unknown
the weapons.
locations that we haven't explored.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
can
I know.
explore them
That's why I'm
now,
okay
or
with
you
it.
can explore them after you find where the compass goes.
No, this is their decision.
Town is my vote. Surprisingly,
Just thinking, if it turns out good, it's because I was there and I make everything better. If it turns out bad, it's because they're spitting in the face of the compass. So I'm covered.
If it turns out good, I don't.
So
care.
you have a non-vote,
And 2 votes
and
for
2
yes.
votes for the town.
So, it doesn't matter what
So,
I vote.
Well, if you want against it, you can try and convince them and stalemate it.
Yes, that's how we progress forward. Stalemate.
Just saying, you're all wasting time. We could be in the town.
Alright, I'm casting Teleport Circle.
Which are you going to?
One of the locations that I got from Eleanor.
Town.
Yeah, but you have 2. And what were they? I had a way to make sure we can get through travel in like less than 10 die rolls really quick. It's going right by.
No,
We were going to get on to my notes, but okay, I have.
no, man.
The
You thought we were going to get through the city part real fast. It's already been an hour. Now we need more city.
City was fine. We did fine in getting through the city. It's we're just not going to where we were going to go otherwise. So
Because whatever, we've got Temple and Reclusive Town. We'll go to Reclusive Town.
quite specifically, reclusive town.
So probably nothing to buy.
And are those even close? Do you think they're actually in the right direction, or are you just wanting to random?
No clue.
I have no idea.
So what,
You dick.
what temple is the temple?
We don't know. These are random locations.
Yeah, which is why I'm okay with it. I'm just, curmudgeon-y that you maybe go through the effort of praying to change the compass.
Which we're going to keep.
What, are these prayers supposed to be free? These prayers aren't free.
Yes, they are.
They cost goodwill.
We end up back at the crossbow town. I'll still see if that guy has anything new and interesting to sell, as you all stand outside.
Why can't I go into town?
I don't remember last time. I
It
know.
was just me, I think.
Yeah. Oh,
it was the party as a whole they were upset with, and so they let one ambassador in.
Oh, also de-equipping all magical items.
Yeah, that's right.
If we go back now, that town might be gone. Destroyed by Chul.
Alright. All of the undead get into the hole.
It's not is that not where they have been?
Huh?
Well,
I kind of assumed while they were in town that that's where you were.
No.
You,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, was there an army of them sitting out there with the king? Because that would have changed that whole.
No. If we were approaching town, they would have got in.
Yeah.
That's right. But we'll make doubly sure that they're in there.
Yeah.
Oh no, they've escaped while I wasn't looking.
I didn't tell you to do that.
And these are the 2 that were with the book when you got it, right?
Yeah, these are
Here. I knew I had known on it. I had it upside down. Okay.
these are the ones that I got from Eleanor.
Oh, that one.
We're just back in the house. I'm super happy because the corpse cart run. Yes, if we're here and end up over here, I'm going to be angry.
Okay, so you kind of had it northwest from here when you spotted it.
Yeah.
And of course you swung it to where pretty much west. At the point where you teleport, it is basically very much straight north is where it's going to be pointing. I'm assuming everyone goes with the teleport circle.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. But yeah, you teleport into what is a route, like a domed room of onyx rock that has sort of a light blue light coming in from the doors on each of the four corners. Nobody in the room. Etched circle in the stone, floor of the room that you teleport into.
Walk out one of the doors.
Okay. You walk out into. You can see, if you look around, like, outer walls of whatever this city is. Whatever this town is. It's not a large place. There's a handful of buildings, and they are all made of this onyx stone.
Walk out of the door, just back and behind me.
Yeah. And there are... Basically, it's another drow encampment. There are drow around, and they kind of...
Wave.
Hey, sort of some looks. So I'm going to walk up.
I am the illustrious Erich Rauda. Surely you've heard of me. I was recently entertained by the Queen.
She's not the queen of all drow.
Queen of all drow.
Queen of a city.
Perhaps. Can't recall it, though. Could have been too important.
Famous adventurer, slayer of dragons, rescuer of kingdoms.
And what terrors bring you to our neck of the woods? It's not a phrase they would use down here, is it? Our neck of the cabins.
Also, as I pointed out, all drow are now Australian. Yeah. Because they come from the down under.
That's fair dinkum.
Yeah, that's fair.
McNubbs.
Makes sense.
Too bad.
I've never been here before.
Well, what terrors do you bring with you?
None.
As he looks over your companions. Well,
we are heading... Look at the compass. Erich said, north. Can you tell us what lies that way?
Okay.
The Underdark.
If there was anything important or of note out of the ordinary from normal just caves.
You go far enough, there's a large fungal infestation you'd want to watch out for.
How close are we to Baravan?
Oh, not more than a couple weeks.
I know the Queen.
Would need to go northeast for that.
Oh, so we're not at the end. We're even further down.
Yeah, you're down here.
I've met that Queen. She's very nice. Lovely daughter.
How far away is Cabric Snem?
Which is...
The city where Grandmaster Bjorn's from.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with Bjorn.
Isn't it the Dwarf City?
No, he wouldn't be favored from Cabric Snem. No, that's Narmixel.
Are you sure this place was going to be closer?
Was I sure? No.
It is new, though.
Well, before we head out on our journey, do you have any wares or magic to sell? My friend is usually very interested in such.
Some basic things.
No.
It's definitely a good hub for, we have a few
I'm not
shops
sure
for
what
the
distance
supplies
on the
used in
compass is.
enchanting.
That's an unknown.
So,
This was a maybe we'll get closer.
yeah.
So, you said shops used for supplies for enchanting?
Yes, it's really what we were founded on.
Founded on enchanting, or?
Well, yes, of course. We have some ley lines here that help enhance power.
Yeah.
And he sort of points up at the cracks in the ceiling that are, leaking out the purple light that is illuminating the whole town. And it's just, coming out of, cracks in the roof of the ceiling.
Neat.
I poke you and tap on my shield. I do this.
What, give you light? You
Take out your stone and use your words like a big
Just
boy.
look at us like, I don't wonder why he doesn't talk to his rock.
I liked it. That's good.
I
He's
look
good.
down at my stone and go, it would be nice to upgrade my shield.
well, yeah, feel free to talk to him. You didn't want Happy Shield.
So do you guys have a queen?
Oh, how many potions of Speak with Dead did I get?
2.
I look at the guy.
No.
Lord, Count, Duchess.
We have a Duke.
What is the name of this place?
Onyx.
I look down at my stone. So I wonder where the enchanting shop is.
What do... Depends on what you're looking for.
Magical shield.
I think Savaris has a few shields that she's worked on.
I hope he understands how much I appreciate this as I walk off to the shop.
It's a lady elf enchanter, so you basically guard shields. Not a single beard or hammer on any of them.
Why?
Because you're a dwarf now.
I'm not a dwarf.
That's really starting to come in well.
Yeah, seeing how I had one before.
Nah, he was clean shaven before.
No, I wasn't.
Only dwarves have beard. Everyone else has shaven faces.
I think that's how it works in real world.
Yeah. If you have any beard, it's because there's dwarf in your ancestry.
And what about a magical weapon shop?
I know she can do that as well, but there's quite a few of those.
So just wander around, shop? Okay. Thank you for your time, sir. Start wandering around, shopping around for magic weapons.
My other unknown's a temple of unknown description.
So what we're going to do is shop here, then you're going to cast Teleport Circle again?
What's the Duke's name?
We could and see
What's the Duke's
how
name?
close any of these options get us.
More specifically, do I recognize the name as one of the lads that was at the ladies' ball?
No.
I say to whatever the person, my good man, is there a component shop that I could go to?
Oh yes, along the south wall there's quite a few.
Thank you.
Where's the tavern?
There's one up near the gate.
Let's go there.
So we
Comes
successfully
highly
split
recommended.
the party.
This tavern I'm going to comes highly recommended.
No. Well, we've got to at least know where we're going. So
I'm going to the tavern.
if we go to the tavern first, we can at least have a meet spot.
Should be
I
great
just
if Bob
assume-
hasn't wandered off already.
I assume that you'd be at the tavern. That's where you're always at.
We,
Every time I need to find one of you, I find you at the tavern.
if Kalidan goes missing, we'll just go and find all the smiths and find out which one he's working at.
That's more of a thing than us being at a tavern. It's you being at a smithy.
You can decide, I want a job, I'm gonna learn.
What? I know I can't be hired back as a guard. I broke the law pretty hard. But with the attacking council members, shooting weapons inside buildings, and breaking people out of jail, probably can't be a guard anymore.
A couple months after when it wears off.
No, that's definitely, those are crimes of moral turpitude.
No,
And also, you're the most
Starting
powerful
disappear.
person in that town by far.
But
You
I'm
come
not-
back, you're under arrest. Am I?
I am now the tyrant.
Just casually bend some steel bars. I don't know. I don't really feel like jail today.
Just take a sword, stab yourself like 5 times. I'm not even feeling bad again.
Start with you.
Walk into the shop.
What you go for? Yeah, Enchantress, sort of sitting there, and she's, at this point, she's, has just sort of rods of gold that she is sort of turning over and setting up in a line. Each one has sort of like, out of the far end of it, sort of a faint glow on it.
I walk up and put my shield on the table.
How may I help you?
I was wondering if you have something better than this.
The way you worded that sounded like you just spoke to her.
But I didn't.
He just casually looks around, away, and holds the stone down here.
It's around my neck.
Sort of
It's a plush.
reaches through a few pouches
Yeah.
above whatever behind the counter, grabs like a pinch of powder and throws it over it. What does the?
It's a +2 shield.
Let's do it.
Isn't a 3 like nearing legendary?
Yes.
No, it's very rare.
So nearing it, yeah. Let's see.
Do you have something better than this? Something in an artifact level shield.
The enchantments here are more powerful.
Are you specifically looking for a strict upgrade on what it is, or something adjacent?
I was hoping for more defense.
I mean, I can do that.
But what are you? I wonder what your adjacent options are too, though.
I mean, I could add some basic, side things if you need it to hold itself or move around and such. Give you a arm free. If you needed to have, maybe a slight, a sudden burst of extra defense that is of a limited use.
I know the answer, but you can't have a floating shield, then, equip a shield, can you?
Shut up.
No, because the animated shield is as if you were wielding it. You can't wield two shields.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, strictly on the higher defense side, we can certainly do that, but it would be quite pricey. I've not seen you around, but if you travel from far, it's around 30,000 gold for... Basically, a +3 is 30,000.
I don't think you have that much.
Upgrading a 2 to a 3?
The price of a +3 is 30,000. I'm guessing,
Even if you trade it in.
yeah, it's like to trade that in. I'm guessing that is currently rare. Yeah. So you might be able to get, if you did well, between 2,000 and 4,000 reduced from that, from trading in what you have.
Wow, that's a steep price increase.
Oh,
Yes.
yes.
Yeah, going from rare to very rare is a huge jump.
Also, they like their bounded accuracy, which you hate, and they're trying to break at every opportunity.
No, you can't have bigger numbers.
But all I want is bigger numbers. I want someone to have to roll 20 to hit me.
But if that's...
What about making it... I wonder if you could make it so that it gives me bonuses against any disastrous effects that might hit me. Basically, I want to see if I can get my magical bonus also to saves.
Make this a shield of protection.
Not
too.
for cheaper. But she does sort of aside. If this is beyond your price, what sort of range are you looking at?
I have math to do.
Mhm.
Plus
We have roughly 8,000.
1502 plus... It's 10 silver and a gold, right?
10 in each.
Mm-hmm.
So the answer is yes, Nick. That's what I'm looking for. So
Well, he's doing some math. Let's move on to you.
8,977.
8,000. Okay, never mind. You don't get it going. She kind of sighs.
I could have sworn I bought a bunch of crap that I don't need for more iron, and I don't know what happened to it.
Did it get written on the back of a sheet, or did you trade it in and
No. I paid
Has he
4,000 to you.
yeah, you got money from him by selling something to him.
I only had 1,000 written down.
Yeah. Because I gave you 4,000 for basically the 2 staves.
Okay, I didn't write it down.
Yeah, well, you probably have an extra 4,000.
Damn you, gravity. 4,000. Okay, so almost 13,000.
Well, I'm not sure if it's exactly what you're wanting, but I could, with about a day's worth of time, manage to add some, a limited ability for it to have sudden bursts of magical force to help defend you. Essentially, for 10,000, we can add 3 charges that you can cast the shield spell with it. So basically giving it a +4 3 times per day. +5. Whatever. 3 times per day. And then basically you regain those each day.
Question: Did Quink take the Rod of Sacred Flame?
Yes.
And the bracers of defense.
Have that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, if Quink had it, then Quink took it, yes.
Okay.
That braces defense, a crossbow, fine clothes, 70 gold.
Mm-hmm.
I think she had something else too.
She left her party far better off than when she joined it.
She was a slave, Nick. We could have given her a feed bag and she would have been better off, even if it didn't have magic stuff hidden in it.
I did. She had a feed bag when she joined you.
Yeah. And you know,
But apparently
now,
had some things in it.
Now, when she is attacked by bandits, she can answer her own call to adventure.
With radiant laser fire.
Yes. Laser Bird, the ultimate.
And so she had a staff of what?
Sacred Flame.
Oh, wait.
Rod.
Rod of Sacred Flame. Okay.
My shield's only a +1.
Let her shoot out sacred flames. Like, I think 2d8s.
Oh. Well, then that same 10,000 could also just make that just a +2.
It cost 10,000 for a +2?
That's a good point. 8,000.
It would put me up to 25. Yeah, sure, screw it.
Mm-hmm. And for that, unless you have a specific attachment to this, just going straight to a from +1 to +2, she can just sell and have a shield that's already ready for you.
Discount of, you said 2,000 to 4,000 for.
No, that was for a +2.
Oh.
Yeah.
If you want to trade in your +1, it's not gonna mean you.
Yeah, it was the other game. I have a +2 already.
Yeah, you can get like 400 back for the +1.
Okay, so 7,300?
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be 7,600 if you get 4 back from the shield?
Math is hard.
Anyways, what were you doing?
Weapon shop, just trying to see what they have.
Yeah.
Because again, I'm more interested in what they have than picking out a thing that exists.
For the most part, as far as what, you go into a couple shops and you find, they have the general +1s, +2s in stock, maybe some of a variety of weapons. You're a little more able just to talk around, and you quickly find out, they have some basic things and they do some enchanting here. You, from actually speaking to the people that run these kind of shops, find out it is a lot less of we enchant a lot of things, so much as we prepare materials that people that work at enchanting shops come here to buy the materials they need to do their job. So we have some stair stuff when we're not preparing, as you go in and this guy is, like literally like has like one of the cracks in the ceiling of his building attached to the ceiling, and he is like, has like a stick in which he is like literally pushing up leathers into the ceiling, and like they come down just sort of, glowing, and it sort of absorbs into the
leyline goo.
Yeah. Do you trade with Barnixel? Is that the Drow town?
I mean, we trade with individuals.
Yeah. Well, have you heard of the proprietor of the corpse cart? Does he buy from down here?
Sounds familiar, probably. Literally, the way that Ryan got the locations he has is he copied the spells out of, I should know her name.
Starts with an E.
I know it starts with an E.
Evelyn.
No.
Erica.
No, it's weird because...
Evie.
I was pretty sure it was Eleanor.
L.A.
L.A.
Yeah.
That starts with an L.
No, it isn't.
L.A.
Yeah, I mean,
That's definitely
there's 2 dots there and everything. Now, you need to ask to see some of their magical weapons and then smash them with your sword and complain that they clearly weren't magical. Look at how easy they broke.
Yeah. I thought of, maybe we should buy some materials here to go and sell them up at the corpse cart. He already has a teleportation circle here.
E-I-L-I.
Yeah,
Meaning he probably has a teleportation circle in his house someplace.
Bolt and Ellie.
Mm-hmm. So no frost brands or anything of that level.
Nothing that's just out like that, no.
Okay. Did Bob ever bring it up, or was I the one to come up with Rauda rope in this game? To ask for Bob?
Well, brought that up.
Okay.
I do love me some rod of rope.
Well, do you ask about it?
I probably would. But she sells armor and shields, I take it.
Yeah.
And theoretically, you're past Rauda rope now. You have flying shoes.
Were you doing anything?
To the tavern.
Tavern?
Yeah.
Yeah. Tavern at this time of day is pretty empty. She'll end up with sort of an older, like, drow gentleman. And, like, this is, like, for a drow, like, almost like... Let's sit down at a table next to Make a wisdom save.
Is he telling me that?
No.
Make a wisdom save.
He is senile.
More crazy.
He had some adventures, too.
Is that a 10?
Yes.
10.
10, okay.
Yes. The more crazy you get, the more in tune with the fabric of reality.
No need for that anymore.
No, later on she can come to our rescue.
Yeah.
We're in a bad way.
That is absolutely a possibility.
It's like that squirrel was saved.
When he gets up, and he comes back with a couple of glasses, and, like, this bottle that's, like the bottle itself is glass, but you can tell, like, the glass itself is kind of drooped over some time, and he pours out, like, a thick, black liquid into both. To times in the future, and times in the past.
To the road that lays before us and the path we've traveled.
A clink and...
Drink that down.
It is almost sickeningly sweet.
The media stuck me.
But also quite a little...
Cave bees, man.
They're like 9 feet long.
Beedrill, run.
Yes.
They drill into the rock.
What? Have you need of anything more?
No, just here to while away while my compatriots busy themselves about town.
Of course. And he'll listen to some stories.
Yeah, I got it. That's my main point. I need to tell them stories. People here don't know me.
Mm-hmm.
And I found out recently that I'm kind of famous, so I want to keep that going.
It's like, I found out this is working!
I'm kind of famous. I'd like to continue being famous. I enjoy being famous.
All the perks of being a king without the responsibility.
What do you mean, elephant man? That doesn't make any sense! What's an elephant?
He's got this big hand that comes out of his face that he can grab things with. It's crazy, I tell you. He comes in, he comes out, he's throwing spells around, he's nuts. Sections on fire are touching him.
Don't know if I can believe you.
Crazy.
You wouldn't believe the facial hair.
You wouldn't believe peacock feathers out to here.
Henwick?
I buy 300 gold worth of teleport circle materials, and then I buy
Easy. Yeah, any just material components.
I buy 400 gold worth of ruby dust.
Okay. As far as the general cost,
Mm-hmm.
it is 1% less than normal. If you want to do the math, you can.
Okay.
But doesn't that mean it's 1% less effective?
No.
Okay.
But buying actual materials needed for things here is a modicum cheaper. Well, you save 7 gold.
Yep.
It's the kind of thing, right now, I spent a lot of money. That's a small amount to save. But if you keep coming here over time, it's...
Well, the question becomes, how much is a teleport circle? Like 100 gold or something?
50.
50?
if you have to get the material components for a year worth of it, definitely worth burning one coming here.
I just bought 6 uses worth.
Yeah.
Otherwise, do the rest of you just meet up at the tavern?
Oh, I have more stuff to do.
Oh, what do you want to do?
I was going to try and find a blacksmith.
I mean, has stuff for blacksmithing in her shop.
I explained what I need to do to put the edge back on my axe. I just need a forge. Can I rent it?
Yeah, 2 gold. And she'll let you do what you need.
While I'm at the component
She gets the
shop,
2 gold and silver.
I ask if the guild has, if my mages guild has any posts within the town or any halls.
He kind of glares. No holds here.
Okay.
They buy like everyone else. He's definitely aware of them, but it kind of gives a.
I was just.
If you want to pry further, there's a story there, but he recognizes the name. And he's like,
I'll ask him about it, and he's like, well, so what's your experience with the guild been?
no, it's sort of almost like on the side of like they've been trying to force post in here, and
I gotcha.
And is there
See, you're putting away the map right when we're about to teleport to a random temple.
okay.
is there magical weapons that Uncle would use? Magical armor that Uncle would use?
Nothing in his current condition.
Well, yeah, I mean when he's hale again.
He could really use like a +1 shield, man.
He didn't use a shield. I thought he used a greatsword.
Yeah, I know. You just got rid of something. I mean, he's capable. He's your uncle. You would know more what he would.
Okay.
But yeah.
So yeah, I buy a full kit out for him.
But also remember, that's the kind of. I mean, armor is not small.
I have a
Bag of holding. Okay.
Well, I got Hewer's handy haver. Yeah.
Okay. That would basically take up one of the compartments for that.
Yeah, well, the compartment's like a 60-foot compartment.
No.
Or a 20-foot compartment or something.
Let's see.
Remember, he had trouble fitting like a couple bodies worth of bones in there.
Can large central bag 8 cubic feet or 80 pounds. The side ones are 2 cubic feet or 20 pounds.
Yeah, it's 8 feet. So
Well, it's 2. It would use one of the side compartments. It would completely fill one of.
oh, it's just a side compartment.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm assuming was that like a scale mail, or what are you looking for him? And are you looking for something enchanted that I need to pull up prices again? Or just because I mean, ultimately, you're not your best bet as far as getting non-enchanted stuff is not going to be here.
I have over 5,000 gold to blow on it. I'm willing to spend all of it on getting him set up with decent gear.
Okay.
So just a set of stuff and +1s? Because +2s are around 8,000 apiece.
But yes, I've got the teleport circle for here. For the guy in Baron, now that he has the ability to cast it. The one for Warrenhide, now that they have the ability to cast it once they've got the stuff. I've got the one for Cabrix Nim. I've got one for the Temple. And Normixel.
Technically, you don't know what the actual symbol would be in Warrenhide at this point. Because until that's been put down, yeah.
Yeah. It would be something that we'd have to send over sending.
Yeah. This one for an armor of +1. Yeah, again another. Like for +1 armor, it's like another 8,000.
Okay, so I'll just wait on the armor and buy a decent weapon.
Okay, yeah, that's your weapon. +1. Yeah, you can get like a +1 weapon of basically whatever the weapon's cost is, plus like 500.
Okay. Fancier weapon then?
If you go up to like a +2, that goes back up to like into the same cost as +1 armor.
So, okay, what about like I could probably just wait and buy it at the corpse cart on our way out.
You probably could.
Yeah, I'll just wait.
Okay. Also, it's probably much better to wait until you have some sizes of what those are going to be like once they work.
Well, magic stuff resizes pretty easily.
That's something after you have to have them put on.
Yeah. It completely depends on what it is.
I think like bracers and rings are pretty notorious about doing it. Armor, slightly less so.
The Dwarven one did it just fine.
Yes, it did.
I mean, it's like a legendary armor set, but still.
Yeah.
A year later, we climb out of the hole, decked out in ridiculous armor, weapons, and lots of money. Just be like, you dicks gave up.
Yes, you climb out. It's like, I've gone to the Underdark and became a dwarf.
I'll just come back and grab that priest. He needs to go on an adventure.
Which priest?
The Pello priest. Or
the level
Lathander. Yeah,
the level 2 guy who was...
Yeah, he didn't want to go on an adventure. I'm sure Lathander would approve if I just dragged him off on one. Me and you, we're going to go shine some light in some dark places.
Evidently, the topside has a lot more dragons and stuff that we didn't know about.
Huh.
Maybe you know about, but you never told us that we're a point of light and our light's really, really dim compared to the rest of the place.
I'm sure he's told you. You just blew it off like everything else. After that, you just head back to the tavern then?
Yeah.
Yeah, I head back after my
And I
purchase.
successfully put the edge back on my weapons.
Yeah. Yeah.
I need to find a magical portable forge.
Yeah, so you meet up.
That's something you could probably order at the corporate.
Ask the barkeep of the local going on of the town of Onyx.
Just had a really weird man telling some stories in here. I think he's still over at that table if you want to hear some weird tales.
No, but
Otherwise, same day by day.
Just
We're
in
off
the
to
background,
ourselves.
not one, but 5 giants!
so
And then suddenly, a unicorn.
Onyx is a pretty peaceful place.
Onyx is a pretty well-defended place.
This is a drow town, right?
Yes.
Okay.
He just asks, hey, you drow. This is drow town, right? Like, everyone we've seen here has been a drow. Is it a drow town?
I'm just confirming.
Yeah, you've only seen drow so far.
Can't stop here.
In fact, this drow town seems much more drow than the drow city that you spent time in.
Well, they still take people who have money. So. Yeah. Well, I'll go and check out and see what stories he's telling if nothing much is going on.
It's just Erich telling his usual stories.
Alright. Has Jimmy showed back up?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, has he?
Unless you had anything else, yeah. Everyone could be showing up at this point.
And he's like, alright. We want to try the next place?
Sure. This one seems... Have you been able to math out your head about where we are, given the clues? Well, no,
To be fair, one of the clues was
we are further south
fungus,
from the fungus.
is north.
Yeah.
The other drow city you know was northeast.
Mm-hmm. So we've obviously ended up way south.
So yeah, you... in case you want to...
Yeah.
Yeah, you are on the bottom corner of the map. You are further south than this campaign has ever gone.
And the compass is pointing, like, over here.
Yeah, pretty much straight north.
Okay.
So, yeah, Onyx down south. Then, Temple. Which, again, if we hit this temple, still worse off than when we left.
No, Warhide's like over here, right? That's Warhide?
Yeah, the big circle.
Oh, then yeah.
Alright. Well, I've got one more 5th level spell, so we can go to the temple now.
Mm-hmm. Hopefully, no combat. Screw it. You're a controller. You can do just as well with low-level spells.
And I have all my spells.
Mm-hmm.
And my AC's up.
I've had a short rest, right?
Yeah, you can take one.
Okay, then I'll take one.
Arcane recovery.
Yeah.
How much do you get back from that?
One. One spell level. One of my higher spell levels.
Yeah, higher spell.
Yeah.
So yeah. I'll have a 5th level slot. So I cast.
Bid adieu to the tavern. I'm off on a grand adventure.
No, we find a suitable spot to teleport away from.
I
I
figure
just
we
kinda
were just
walk-
on our
If you
back,
start
we could
lowering,
build
they will
this-
direct you. Go back into the chamber.
Yeah.
Yeah, they will actually guide you. No, do that back there.
Mhm.
Literally, we have a building designed for this.
Right.
Does it gain any ley line bonuses? Like half the spell slots taken up?
No.
Half of a 5th level spell.
Well, a 3rd level slot.
It allows me to cast it as a lower level spell.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be pretty good.
But it doesn't.
What if you just bathed in that ley line goo? Or is it highly toxic?
You don't know. You want to try? But yeah, so you all gather together again and find yourself on a floor where this one, instead of being carved in, this is etched out and laid on top of a floor of stone bricks that are yay big, alternating, where, after one of them, the next one is halfway up, and so almost like there's that stone pattern that breaks it up as you're first there in the room, and you're in some sort of side room, and this large creature is reclining in the corner, stark white, extra joints on its legs and arms, skeletal face, long bony necks, and wings, large spiny tail of bone. You find yourself sitting in a room with a bone devil.
Hail!
In?
That doesn't look like a normal thing, right?
No, it's a bone devil.
Primordial. It's like, does that look like a normal thing? No? Alright. Primordial then. Surely it speaks one of these elemental languages.
I say do it in Abyssal. What are you doing here?
Go back home.
To which it seemed calm until you spoke. At which point it gets up, basically, in an instant, gets ready to fight.
Bone devil.
Yeah.
Wrong language. You come here flying those colors?
No, hold on, wait, sir.
To be fair. Two things. My comment was, look at his charisma.
Oh, yeah.
You really want to pull that?
I don't know the difference. It's one of those ancient devil beings. I bet they speak their enemy's language. It seems like a smart thing to do.
I roll a natural 20 on my persuasion check. But I'm not here to pick a fight with you.
In your minds, all your minds, echoing as if maybe about 3 voices, you hear it speaking. Why do you come speaking such demonic words?
It was a guess.
And I don't know the other one.
Sorry.
Do you know Infernal?
No, I don't know Infernal.
Yeah, sort of like spitting on the floor, blood kind of just sort of spatters on it.
Anyways, we were just passing through.
So, what is this place?
Yes, let's just talk to the giant
Oh, he's just not
bone bug.
And echoing again in your head. Temple of the Nine.
Look at Erich's compass.
Arcana check.
Where's the compass pointing?
West?
This way?
Mhm.
Does it wiggle?
Not particularly. Not
No,
much.
then we're far away. This is now.
No.
Introduce myself. I am the illustrious Erich Rauda, famed adventurer. Bone devil. I've heard of you.
Wait, so is it a knowledge religion to make a check to whether it recognized whatever Temple of the Nine?
Sure.
Religion?
Yeah.
Okay. One? Yeah, one. I'm
Did
not
one
sure.
do it?
Not sure about.
Yeah, not sure.
Doesn't that
You feel like you know, like you could connect it. It's just not coming to your mind right now. When given the situation, maybe in a calmer situation, you'd be able to. Yeah.
I'm like, do you know who Tiamat is?
She dwells in the hells.
Yeah. You probably know her.
Anyways, where's the nearest town?
Team-Ant Mother of Dragons. I've met her twice.
Does she have 9 heads? I don't remember reading she had.
Last
9
time I
heads.
checked, she was 4, but I saw another time where she only had 1. So I think she can change it.
Maybe he worships Tiamat and just thinks that she has 9 heads.
Meanwhile, I'm sitting there with my axe out on fire, shield up, because I feel like they're not taking this very seriously.
No, the best way to defuse the situation is not to escalate. Completely just go about this is normal everyday occurrence and ask him
Sometimes you just run into devils.
and just ask him politely, hey, where's the nearest city?
Not sure. We're not welcome much further.
What are you doing here?
Tis our home.
Guarding this teleport circle, I'm guessing.
I look around. Do I see any portals to hell open?
No.
I'm like, is there a
There's a
portal?
door.
I'm like, is there a portal to hell around here?
Only.
Hmm.
One day.
Stuck just, on the material plane. We live in a cave. Why?
I pull out my book real quick and flip through. Is there any information on demon lords in this thing, or just gods? No.
Well, thank you for your time. Can we go through this door and get back to the caverns?
Through some passaging.
Yeah, okay.
And you open the door to what is a large cathedral. Probably another 5-6 dozen devils of various types.
Does it smell like a
Imps
fall?
flying around. There is definitely an iron smell in the air. There are many humanoid figures, probably some 80 in dark red robes, sitting in chairs, some sort of vile sermon going on, and you are basically opening the door from a side chamber in the side of this dark church.
Tip imaginary hat. Keep walking.
Yeet.
Yeah. All sorts of types of...
But no kids being sacrificed currently, right?
Roll those percentiles.
No.
Then we're cool.
That's good, because I really didn't want to fight an entire church.
It's like, let's up the stakes here.
It's like, the child is like, go back. It's like, let's fight the bone devil. He might be the highest. We want to take him on mortal or full power. Yeah, once we get back out to the caverns, if there's anyone just congregating outside, ask them where the nearest town is. Like, if someone's just out there taking a smoke break or something. They're not
It's a
disturbing.
satanic... It's church to devils. You can probably smoke inside.
No, we want to keep that stick outside.
Now, even devils got those standards. No cigarettes.
And it's like, why? It's against the law. Damn.
Damn.
I mean, that would...
But it's so inconvenient. It's torture, isn't it?
Yeah, they seem...
Chill.
Yeah.
Shake hands on the way out. Pleasure to meet you. Have a good sermon.
Mm-hmm.
The contract is sealed.
Worship hard. Please, they're trying to make a deal with me. They'd be like, this deal didn't go through. Why? Your check bounced. What, my soul? Yeah, I don't own that anymore. Who owns it? I'm not sure. You'd have to take that up with legal.
Or maybe Erich.
So I start following compass again?
Yeah.
West.
Survival checks?
No. Yeah, you can start following the compass. Yeah, from that, basically, yeah, it's a devil temple, which you got from
That devil in there?
Yeah, the typhoon. Yeah.
She's clearly
If you would like to delve more into the story of what they have that for, you can. But
Who would have thought the half tiefling, half drow came from a devil temple?
Ellie, who's your parents? Both of them?
well, that's Dad.
Huh.
Mom's a bit wild.
I don't know. Succubus fall under devil or demon?
Demon.
Yeah.
It's Arianists that are devils.
But yeah. You will each need to make a check twice. Each of you will need to make one of these checks. So one of these checks will have to be we need a survival check, a stealth check, a persuasion check, and a nature check.
So we each have to make one
You
of those?
each have to make one of them.
Survival, I guess.
Stealth. I figure your knowledge and your charisma.
Performance?
Persuasion. You have that trained.
Yeah, but I'd prefer if it was
23 on survival.
I'd like if it was performance instead.
22, nature.
Must it be persuasion?
Or it must.
See? 14.
14. Having double skills and still only getting 14.
I rolled a 4.
Okay.
I rolled a 3. No, 4.
Carrying on, several days there. I will note that over this traveling that you are doing, that you are not using any of your rations, and you are managing to navigate fairly well. Again, I will need each of you to make a check. This time, the check choices are investigation, an attack roll, a perception check, and an intimidation check.
I guess I have attack.
Investigation from
I
you.
don't know. How's your intimidation? No, I have intimidation. I'll take that.
That leaves you to perceive.
Alright.
Since I'm attacking with one of my weapons that has advantage,
If you would like to use one of your uses, I will let you choose whether or not to. 5? Okay.
Natural 1, baby.
22, investigation.
That proficiency in perception doesn't help much.
22 and intimidate.
28.
You identify proper paths. Are either able to, in some confrontations as you make your way through caverns, get people to back down or dispatch those as needed. Doing so, what page is that?
When dealing with me, they star in a not fun movie called Falling Down.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you always on the ground? It seems super...
No, Jimmy.
It seems very advantageous to be on the ground all the time.
They're on top of Erich.
Mm-hmm. Yes, that's how I intimidate. I just stand on top of their shoulders and go, ooga booga booga.
Bigger than that.
You are bigger.
Yes.
Yes, if only we could fuse you to the top of Erich's head and then he could walk upside down on the...
You get 150 gold and...
Straight into party funds.
Yeah, I'm just throwing it there. $150.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, something hilarious.
Bag of Venus.
Deck of many things.
You get a potion, 2 potions of healing and a potion of greater healing.
Useful things versus funny things.
Great.
The table you got was basically useful things.
Yeah.
Otherwise, let me count days that you managed to save with that. So it takes you about 8 days, and you're still a little bit off from the point. You're at the point where it's like, okay, we're a few days from it. Maybe it's starting to see some movement. And you've been through a bit of a windy section of path and had some misterns guiding it up in this northern area. When something about the area just feels so familiar to you, Henwick. You've been here before.
Deja vu.
Look at the key.
Yeah.
Still key.
Anything different?
The key's not magical.
I'm getting some odd feeling of deja vu, fellas.
Okay. Well, remember, I don't think you've ever told us about your missing time.
No, I'd say it would have been the reason that I'm out here.
Yeah.
You would know.
Oh, so you would have actually said that? Because I've heard that in passing when you've talked to other people with us not present.
Yeah, no. I would have told you guys that I'm out here trying to reclaim my memory.
Okay. Yeah, that might be a good sign.
Yeah, but it feels like something's coming back to me, but it's still not familiar. I mean, I'm not sure where I am.
Well, as Erich would say, press forward.
Strike to the head. That usually works on people who lose their memories.
I hold up my axe and point to it.
I've had it before. It doesn't help.
Mm-hmm.
I did this guy, his memory come on and off like a light anytime a coconut fell on his head.
Don't.
I resist the urge to ask how did that happen more than once.
Just coconuts all the same too. Like he gets hit with a hammer, just unconscious. But a coconut, boom, memory's gone. Coconut, memory back.
It must have been something odd about the coconuts.
They didn't work on anybody else. Another guy had a coconut hit him and then he just died. No memory loss though.
Well, you suspect.
Or significant memory loss.
That's true.
Yeah, I'll start investigating the area to
Go ahead.
see if...
Look for some coconuts.
Here, have some ability stuff.
Inspiration?
Well, that too, but no, ability boost.
Oh.
Enhance ability to your intelligence.
Okay.
You're intelligent.
Alright.
So that doesn't help. Oh, there you go. Advantage helps.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, advantage helps. So that's we got 19, 22, and then 31.
Yeah, it doesn't take too long until you find a spot. You kind of brush some dirt. There's a small hole, that tall, that wide, in the rock.
Key?
Fits
Like a glove?
click.
Kaboom!
It was a trap.
Indiana Jones boulder rolling our way, just off in the distance.
I look around to see what it did.
Have you
Feel
tried
around?
pushing on it?
Yeah. Feel around to see if there's a door now that you unlocked it. Push or
Yeah, push, pull.
Yeah, the stone starts to pull away in that area.
Whatever, I'm super strong.
Yeah, it's like on a hinge. Like the stone wall hinged swings out. You sort of see the side of its metal, and that's where we will pick up next time.
As it starts to slide, I'm like, Kalidan, you want to
step in front.
Yeah, you want to take the lead here?
It's like actually giving you the point position versus you fighting us off for it.
Don't worry, I'll go first.
Yes.
Let's see here.
6 million.
No, let's go with another 4,000.
How about we meet in the middle and just do 2 million?
No. But join us next time to find out what's back there. Could have been the main bulk of today's session, but they teleported around to a few places.
And learned interesting things.
Yeah.
What? I got a better shield. It's
Yes, you did.
important.
Yeah. Join us next time for that. Bye.